Hey, Tanya,
What's up, John?
I tell you what's up. We're going to talk about the must do's you have to do on a Carnival cruise line.
Stay tuned and find out what that is.
All right, so I compiled a list. You can be a veteran or a rookie of the must do's on any of the Carnival cruise ships. So let's get right to it.
Alrighty.
All right, so pop or soda, depends where you're from, is not free on Carnival Cruise Line. To save a little money so you don't have to buy the bubbles, each person in your cabin is allowed to bring a 12-pack of soda or pop on the ship. So if you want to save a little extra money, bring your favorite soda on the cruise line.
And that's cans, though, right?
Yep, 12-pack of cans, no bottles.
Not the bottles.
Nope.
Just wanted to clarify that.
Right. Okay, so everything's the digital age nowadays. You know, your plane tickets, you can get e-tickets. Carnival, you can get e-tickets. But we ran into this one before. When internet goes down, guess what? You can't get your ticket on your phone. So always have a backup. Print out a hard copy of your boarding passes. Always.
Yeah, because there's we had that happen to us one time at one of the ports trying to get on the ship, and we couldn't pull up your card. You had to go off outside and find a spot where it would come through.
Yeah, I had a dead zone and I couldn't get it.
A couple people were doing the same thing. Yeah. You had to go out and
then
you're getting out of line, and they do let you back in.
Yeah,
but it's
had to take a snapshot with the phone. It was. I always bring a hard copy.
Yeah,
it's simple as that. Okay, here's another one, and I didn't realize this until I looked this up. Water. You can pre-order water ahead of time. And I know, let me tell you this price is $18 for a 12-pack water. I know it's expensive.
That's a lot.
It is. But let me tell you why it's cheaper this way. If you open up that bottled water that's in your room, and if you're not with a platinum and diamond, you have to pay for that bottled water.
Yeah, just because they're in your room does not mean they're included. So just a heads up.
And that bottled water is $4.95 for each bottled water.
Yeah. Same with when you have a room that has the bar and has the little drinks in the fridge. Mm-hmm. Those were not a gift to you from your cruise line. You open them, they will charge you, and it is quite expensive.
Yes. So
put him down.
Yeah. Bye, Charlie. Okay, so before now you're on the ship and everything else. Next thing you got to do, everyone has to do it. It's quick and easy since after COVID. Don't waste your time. Do your muster drill. Mm-hmm. Get it done.
Yeah, because the ship will not leave port until everyone has completed their muster drill.
And they won't wait.
If you think, I can just skip it, they're not going to know. They know because they scan your card or get your cabin number, and they know how many have been there and who's been there.
And if you don't do it, they'll knock on your door and get you to do it.
Yeah, and I did read one time that if you don't do it, you can be kicked off your cruise.
It's maritime law. Yeah, you have to do it.
You have to complete it. Get it done right away. Get it out of the way, because all the fun begins later anyway. Right. You're not going to miss anything. If you wait, you might miss.
Right. Here's another one too. I know everybody's excited. You're on a cruise. We both get excited on embarkation. Once we're on the ship, you know what? Hold off on going to the buffet because that's going to be crowded. It's always crowded on embarkation.
Everybody goes on the ship and immediately to the buffet,
right?
Or somewhere to eat,
right? So I'm going to give you another option because time you get your luggage and everything else, next thing you know, it's dinner time. So instead of going to the buffet, get a little snack at a grab and go. Piece of cake, piece of pie,
even a sandwich, little small slice of pizza or something.
And go to the pizza place.
Yeah,
Carnival has great pizza. Then instead of doing that, wasting your time, waiting for long lines at the buffet, go explore the ship, find out where everything is. Get to know it because you're going to be on it for 7 days.
7 or 8 or longer. Depending on the length of your cruise.
That's right. So get to know your ship. Get to know where everything is. All right, next one. And Tanya loves this one. Go to the sailway party.
Yes, don't miss it. If it is your first cruise, if you've been to them before, I can understand if you've just seen enough of it because it's a lot of the same thing. It repeats itself on every cruise. It's the same music,
But they're fun.
and it depends on your cruise director
Yeah.
how much fun they make it because
Yeah.
your cruise director will be the one that makes or breaks your cruise.
Yes.
And we've had quite a few good ones.
Yes.
So,
I'm a Defiant Scotsman. He was awesome.
So
we had,
like I said, if it's your
Yep.
first time,
or
definitely.
remember the one on the Dream when he had that ship divided
Oh
back and
yeah,
forth?
yeah. And
He
some of them are
rocked
good.
it.
So if you
Yeah.
have not been on a cruise and this is your first cruise, don't miss the sailboat
No.
party. It's a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and it really does start off your cruise on a
high note.
on a high note.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yes.
So don't miss that. But again, if you've been there and don't want to do it again, we can understand. Go do
Yep.
your thing.
Yep.
You do
your
you,
thing.
babe.
You do you. Okay. So here, this is a twofer. If you're at sea or if you're in port, and I can't do it in port, so it has to be sea day. So you're at sea. Don't go to the buffet. Indulge yourself into Guy's Burger Joint. Got to get a Guy's Burger.
Yeah, try the different because it is included in your cruise fare. For those of you who haven't cruised with Carnival, Guy's Burgers included. The pizza places included. If you're on where Shaq's Chicken, go try that. Try something besides the buffet because the buffet will be the buffet every day you go.
Right.
Sometimes you want to experience the other things. So.
And here's another one. This is my favorite. Instead of going to breakfast in the morning at the buffet, go to the Blue Iguana Cantina and get yourself a breakfast burrito. You will not go wrong. You will be happy.
You can also reserve a time and go to the dining hall for breakfast as well because they do offer breakfast there, which is pretty much what they serve in the buffet.
Yep.
You can get. And let me recommend something.
Yes,
if you go to the dining hall for breakfast.
Yes.
Definitely try the 12-hour French toast.
Oh my God.
It is the best. But they are very small pieces and you will get one piece. So if you are hungry, order two.
Yeah.
They will bring you two. They will bring you multiple.
Tanya took the words right out of my mouth.
It's very, very good.
I was going to say on
like
sea
that
day.
Thick.
Yeah. I was going to say on sea day, do a sea brunch.
Yeah.
We did. And we found out about this French toast. And guess what?
Yeah, thanks to my stepson Josh.
Yeah.
He ordered it and it looked delicious. So.
You did good, Josh. You did good, Josh. All right. So go experience the main dining room. Go to it, experience it. But while you're there, I'm not a big dessert eater. So Tanya, she'll tell you about it. Carnival Cruise Line chocolate lava cake.
Okay. So prior to COVID, I hate bringing that up again, but prior to COVID, their chocolate lava cakes on Carnival were amazing. Okay. Now it's hit or miss depending on the ship. If you get it when the cake is just a little runny and a little, like the chocolate part is runny and a more formed of a cake, it's delicious.
Okay.
But a lot of times we've been getting it and it's all like chocolate syrup. So if you get a good one, and when you do order the chocolate lava cake, I want to say order a little dish of peanut butter. They'll
It's like a Reese's, isn't it?
Any of the staff or the crew will know in the dining hall. You just tell me you want a little cup of peanut butter to go with your chocolate melting. I think it's melting cake, lava cake, melting cake, but I think it's melting cake.
Melting chocolate cake.
It's
I'm
melting
sorry.
Cake. We've been calling it lava cake, but
yeah.
Ask for a little dish of peanut butter and put that in there with the ice cream and the hot chocolate, the chocolate syrup and the cake. Oh,
so but at least
that's good. And I got a lot of people addicted to doing that. So if you're one of those that does that, comment below. Let us know what you think of it, so our viewers know that that's a good thing to do.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
If you like peanut butter,
but you have to do it at least once. Experience it, right?
Yeah. I got him doing it now, so now he orders.
Yeah, I'm not. I would do it.
He's not a big dessert.
No, I'll probably do it once on a cruise, and I'm fine. And so
Charlie
will Charlie.
says try it.
Yeah, Charlie said try it once.
All right, pause.
Okay, next one, and they're famous for their punchline comedy. Carnival is one of the best comedy at sea, bar none. Bar none. Get there early.
Yeah, but they have a 7:00.
Yep.
Usually like a 9:30 and then a 10 or 10:30 time.
Right.
So the 7 o'clock will be like your G comedy. It's good, but then you got your mid range, which is a little better.
Oh yeah, your PG-13
your
or something.
PG-13,
right.
And then your late night is your R-rated.
Right.
No kids, definitely no kids. I wouldn't even suggest going with kids to the second one because
experience
that
it.
gets it. You know, but definitely don't bring the young ones to the later comedy. Right. They'll even tell you that's not recommended.
Go as a family. If you have a family, then have the kids go to their little play area, their club.
Yeah,
and you go as an adult.
I'm gonna throw this in there. It's not really comedy, but it's comedy to a lot of people. If you've never been on a cruise and you're on Carnival and they have the Love and Marriage show, go to it. It is hilarious. And every cruise you go on, when they have the Love and Marriage, it's going to be different because it's going to be different people up on stage, different answers to the questions. Not going to spoil it, but you don't want to miss the Love and Marriage show.
And that's what I was going to say next. Involve yourself in different shows because Carnival puts on some good shows.
Yeah.
So even in bingo, try bingo. Get interactive with the cruise because it's fun.
We met a lot of people through bingo.
So that was the next one, and Tanya did a great job talking about shows. Okay, so this one, I'm going to say yes and no because I'll tell you why. Yes, get your pictures taken by the photographers. You don't have to buy them.
It doesn't cost per picture is what he's going to say.
Right.
Yep.
You don't have to buy it. And if you want to, you can pre-order a package, which would be cheaper to do it that way if you are planning on buying pictures.
Yeah, I think they offer like buy 5
or
pictures
10,
or 10.
Right.
I'm not sure how many or what it is, but you can buy them in packages where you'll get that many.
Right.
Otherwise, you can take as many pictures as you want, but you do not get those pictures for free.
Right.
There is a charge per picture, and if you buy the package in advance, you do save a little bit.
Right. And they're all...
they're digital.
Yes.
Digital.
Mm-hmm. The photographers are all around the ship. Once you get off the ship, there's photographers.
With
get your picture taken. Doesn't cost...
Yeah, there's all different backdrops.
Right. Every night, they'll have backdrops of different picture scenery. It doesn't cost anything to get your pictures taken, so might as well get it taken.
It's just if you want the pictures.
Exactly.
But yeah, as just a quick funny, our very first cruise, and this is why we're saying this. So if you've never cruised, if you've cruised before, you know you may not even buy the pictures anymore. We kind of stopped buying them maybe once.
You might buy a couple.
But the very first cruise he ever took me on, it was like my first cruise, and I wanted all these memories. And I think I spent $400.
Yes, you
photos.
did.
And I learned my lesson quickly and never did that again. But it was nice to have them. It was my first cruise. Never thought I'd be cruising again, and look at us now.
Yeah, well, we'll at least do 1 to 2 cruises a year.
We are addicted.
At least.
We are definitely addicted to cruising.
Yes, at least 2. That'd be the minimum. Okay, so next one, and with the photography, they do have, I don't want to say up class, but a private area where you can get your pictures taken, but they're expensive.
The black and whites. Now,
yes,
those are separate. Those are not the same prices as what you'll see, and they will sucker you in. You'll think you're picking one of those photos, and it's not. You have to buy a whole package, and those can get up and above $300 or greater and more, depending on what package you get. But those are more professional, and not just what we call the paparazzi on the ship, where they're just snapping pictures all over the place. These are pre-set up times you go and get nice pictures taken. Right.
All right. So you get in the port, and if you've never been there, and if you're kind of apprehensive going in town, at least experience the port.
Yeah. If you don't want to take excursions because you're cruising on a budget, you don't have to, because most ports will have plenty of things to do.
Plenty.
In the port itself. Some even have pools and activities, zip lining right there in port.
What Tanya and I have been noticing lately with these cruise lines, that when they come into the port, these cruise lines own or pump money into these ports to keep you in the port so they can make more money. Mm-hmm. But you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can enjoy yourself in the swimming pool or just window shopping, get a little brunch in the port, and go back on the ship.
But by all means, if this is your first cruise and you want to live it up and experience it to the fullest, because maybe this will be your one and only cruise, definitely check out the excursions, because there's you can make some great memories.
Oh, yeah. So the next one, Decorate your door.
Yes, all doors look the same on a cruise. So when
Right.
you're walking down that hall, unless you have that number memorized in your head,
Right.
you won't find your door, especially if you do drink or, just you're tired or you forget where your door is, or you have kids that they get lost or can't find the door. Get special magnets. Don't, word of advice, don't put anything expensive because there are some people who will steal off your door. Just get some cheap magnets, take a couple cheap magnets with a piece of paper with your last name or with, something that you'll know that's your door.
Right. And you can decorate for that season too. So if you're during Halloween,
definitely.
put Halloween stuff up, Christmas stuff up, whatever, Hanukkah, whatever your belief is.
I've seen people get those battery operated like lights for Christmas go around the door, pumpkins. Right. They're battery operated, so they don't need to plug in because there's no plugs for you to plug in.
Right.
So but you can hang stuff around the door. Your doors are magnetic. Your room walls are magnetic.
Yep.
And your room ceilings are magnetic.
So I seen a real cool one. Seen this one family. They had cruise ships with the name on it, the Dream or Jubilee, whatever, and it had the sail date. So they had all the cruise ships they've been on.
Neat.
That was really cool.
Keep in mind though the magnetics, you don't want to buy the heavy magnets because they won't stick very well. You want the thinner magnets. They'll stick perfect.
Okay, next one. Tanya.
Cruising ducks.
Cruising ducks. You can explain about cruising ducks.
So, yes, cruising ducks. You can definitely find ducks on the ship, and if they're tagged, they're yours to keep or rehide, or you can bring ducks, and they don't necessarily have to have tags to hide them. You can put tags with, your name, where you're from. It's a thing on Facebook. You can do it your own way. Suggestion for the ducks, just briefly, Vistaprint.com is where I make my tags. Amazon is where I order my ducks. And you can order all kinds from big to small, and bring some with you to hide. It's fun.
And have fun.
It's a lot of fun.
So the next one I say, and you can elaborate about it because I'm not on it, is Facebook groups to learn about the up and coming cruise.
Yes, I'm not really, I have some of the cruise lines on Facebook. I do briefly check in and check them out, or if there's a comment or someone's posting something that pertains to our cruise or something of interest, I will read that. But Facebook, if you're going to take a particular cruise, you can search on Facebook for that cruise, the cruise ship, and the dates. And if there's a group, it'll pop up and you can join that group. You can meet people before you even board your cruise and get to know people, meet up with people.
Absolutely.
There's duck groups. If you're doing cruising ducks, there's all kinds of things that you can meet up and do.
You can join a Facebook group and then you can do like a pub crawl. Not a pub crawl. I'm sorry, cabin crawl.
Too.
Yeah, pub crawl.
Pub crawl. Yeah, they do the pub crawls, or they do cabin crawls, where each cabin either decorates, has different drinks.
You can check out what a suite looks like, a balcony, inside cabin.
Yeah.
There's different categories of the four main ones. So if you've got an inside cabin, there's different categories. Same with outside and balconies.
Yep. Find your niche and have fun with it.
Yep. Okay. So last thing I say is have fun. If that means you want to unwind and throw some money in the casino, kick back, let your hair down, have a couple drinks, or just want to go to one of the evening shows. It's your choice. It's your vacation. It's your fun.
Yep. And if you have any questions and you are a first-time cruiser, you can comment below the questions, or at the end, you can see our email address. I'll post it here again, and you can message us with questions pertaining to your cruise. Yeah. If you're not sure of something, we do not work for Carnival or any cruise line. We put out these articles and cruise news and different things from our cruises, or things we've gotten off the web, or different things just to share with
our own experience,
others, or our own a lot of our own experiences. So, and we've been doing this for many, many years. So definitely any questions, we'd be glad to help.
Yeah.
Comment below, tell us your thoughts. Yeah. Anybody else that has been on cruises, you want to comment below to give our new cruisers advice, please do so.
Or not even new cruises. Let's say you've been on just Carnival, but you want to try Royal.
Yes, because we've been on a few other different cruise lines. But
again, if we haven't, we'll let you know.
Yeah. Yep. And again, if you've cruised before, comment below. Give our viewers or subscribers, your opinions on different cruise lines.
Mhm.
Please keep it nice, you guys. We don't need to be rude or disrespectful.
That's right. All right. On that note, I think that is the conclusion of our video today.
If you enjoy our content, subscribe. Subscribe in the corner there.
Right.
And
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell
That's
to
it.
get updated when we put new videos out. And
And
happy cruising.
And Charlie said, help this.
And this, if you're new to our channel, this is Sidekick Charlie.
And he said, help our channel grow. All right. On that note, we'll see you on the next video side. Love you all. Take care and be safe.
Bye, y'all.